What's up everyone, it's Tom here from toolswithtom.com. Today I want to take you through using a newish tool that's just been released under a new brand called Mailshake. And what Mailshake allows you to do is to be able to send bulk emails directly from your Gmail or Google Mail account so that you're able to make emails look really personalized when you're sending in bulk, be able to do things like track the opens and clicks within your emails, and then also be able to automate the sending of follow-ups to the recipients so that you're able to ensure that they're getting back to you when you need them to. So this is a really fantastic tool. It's a great thing for doing any kind of outreach around, trying to get more sales, trying to do any kind of business development. It's also fantastic for getting in touch with journalists and members of the press. So what I want to do for first getting started is showing you what you're going to need very first to begin with, which is going to be a spreadsheet of contacts. And so when you're putting together this spreadsheet of contacts, if you are looking for email addresses, check out my guide on how to find anyone's email address instantly. This will give you a really good place for being able to find who you're looking to contact. You could also, of course, bring in people from your existing databases, your purchasing lists as well. And the main details that you're going to need are, obviously you're going to need the email. The first name is going to be very important for personalizing the email, and you might potentially also want the company as part of that as well, so that you can include that as part of the email send. And so once I've got all of these details that I need, the first thing I'm going to do is go to File and go to Download As, and download this as a comma separated value CSV. Click on that. Okay, so that's ready to go. Move that to my desktop. Okay. So Mailshake is a really simple tool for getting started. It takes you through a very guided process. So I'll just show you how I use Mailshake and where you can get the most value out of it. So the first place you're going to start is on the dashboard, and all you want to do is click on the New Campaign button. That takes us through to this page here where we want to name our campaign. I'll call that something that's going to be familiar to you. The from email address as well. So I've just got this as my direct Tools with Tom email, and see the first thing it's going to ask you to is to put in a CSV. So what I can do is I can actually just drag this CSV in directly, and Mailshake should pick that one up. No, it doesn't seem to be finding it. We can also just choose it from the drop down. Okay. And so when we find our CSV, it's going to ask us to map the CSV columns. So it's found the email address and the recipient name. So that looks like it's all ready to go. So any of the other columns as part of that as well, we can also use as replacements, but these are its kind of default personalization that it's set up. So I'm going to go to next because it's found the recipient email address and full name, and I really only need the first name. So that's what I'm going to do in terms of where it's going to match. I hit next. I name this list if I want. I'm just going to leave that as what it already is. Okay, so it's imported my contact list, my almighty contact list of 3 people. So just so that you know, you can send up to 500 emails in this way through Mailshake. That's actually the Gmail limit on how much it will allow you to send in bulk, which will essentially give you everyone that you need. So it's really designed for more personalized style of emails rather than mass sends. Okay, so I'm just going to put in here what a subject line would be. Just as an example, you can put in whatever you'd like that to be. Now we can go through and compose our email. One of the things I really like about Mailshake is that they've got some great templates. So up here where it says templates, they've got a ton of pre-made emails with all of the personalization done already, depending on what your situation is. So say I'm wanting to send out a cold email to someone I've never reached before. You can see I've got some different types of sales outreaches. I've got up here cold sales outreach. So why don't we use one of these? And let's use this one. What if we could increase your X? You can see the template. Hello, it's going to pull in their first name here. What would it mean to get the top line revenue if you saw percentage improvements? Let's find a few minutes to talk about how our company is providing these results to our clients. I'm available at this time. Can we sync up? So if I was to use this as my template, all I've got to do is hit on next, and I've just got to now go through and fill up these blanks. So first one it's going to ask us for is what we could do to increase some kind of engagement level or metric. So what if we put in here 200% increase in traffic, company name, Tools with Tom. What day and time are you available to chat? Let's just say 9:30 a.m. next Tuesday. And my name is Tom. So I've filled out all of those details. I hit on use this template. And now it's saying, okay, it's composed this email for me. Hello, first name. What would it mean to your top line revenue if you saw 200% increase in traffic? Let's find a few minutes to talk about how Tools with Tom is providing these results to our clients. I'm available 9 a.m. next Tuesday. Can we sync up? Thanks, Tom. Nice and simple, ready to go. So they've actually then gone through and updated this subject line as well. So what if we could increase your traffic? Okay, so from here I can go through, I can send a test email to myself. I can also go through, and what I love is the ability to be able to do things like automate a reply. So if the recipient does not get back to you within a certain period of time, whether that's a number of days, you can then choose a send time to deliver a reply. So let's just say we sent this initial email and after 3 days we don't get anything back. We want to make sure that we're sending them a follow-up. So if I go again to templates, I can choose from the follow-up list here. So I can go, can we hop on a quick call? Hey, first, can we hop on a quick call? Cheers, your name. So I would say 9:30 a.m. on Tuesday. Tom. And you could also add a link to a relevant or helpful article. Just writing google.com for now. This would be a cool way of being able to show that you're adding a lot more perceived value than just trying to sell to them. So once that's done, I click on use this template, and now that one's ready to go as well. So hey, can we hop on a quick call at 9:30 a.m. on Tuesday? Cheers. P.S. I thought you might find this article interesting. So what we can do, we can set up multiple replies as well. So we could set up this follow-up and then send up another follow-up as well. So we can create a real series of follow-ups directly through here. We can also do things like drips. And so the difference with drips is that drips will send out regardless of whether you get a reply or not. And you can also set things out on click. So when somebody actually clicks on one of the URLs in your email, that then starts a different kind of workflow where you're then sending emails based on the actual content that they clicked on as well. But we'll just leave things simple for today, following up with just a simple follow-up reply after 3 days. And just so you can see here as well, follow up 3 days after, you can also choose how that will stop and not send. So typically you'll do this on reply, but you could also do this on opens as well. Okay, so now that that's all ready to go, I simply hit on next. The next step it's going to ask me to do is to preview and personalize each of the emails that I'm sending. So this gives you a chance to go and have a look at how your emails are going to look with all of the different personalization in them. So I've got there the names pulling through. And you can go through and you can check every one. And say this is my personal one, but say there was something wrong with this particular email saying my name was actually, Thomas. I could go through and write directly through here, just change that one email. So this is something you can't do with a mail merge if you're using things like Mailchimp, Campaign Monitor, etc. You can only really do it based on the field merge. What I love about Mailshake is if there's something that's a little bit off with your field merge, you can quickly go through and make the edits directly from this editor. And so once that's all ready to go, I should hit back and make sure that these are all good. Yep. I just simply have to click on next. The next thing that I can do is ensure that my emails, that the opens are going to be tracked and the link clicks are going to be tracked as well. And then I can set this on a schedule if I want to send it out at a certain time, but we're going to send it just out straight away. I've agreed, and I'm sure I'm not doing any kind of Google spamming. I hit on next. I wait for that to sync. I just check now that all of my details are good. My from address, who I'm sending the email to, what the message is, and that's good to go. So I'm going to just hit on send. And now that's been queued up, and that will send almost straight away. So you might have just heard my phone go up there. It's actually now received that email. So if I then have a look in my Gmail account, let's see if my personal account I've received that email. Okay, so you can see that in my inbox, the emails come through. What I really love about the emails that Mailshake will send is that it doesn't have the email address via some kind of email client. It's sending directly from you. So you can see, hello Tom, it's got the whole message in there, personalized out, and it's coming directly from Gmail. So even if I go, let's also have a look in the sender inbox, because what we can actually see in the sender inbox is that it actually will just look like a regularly sent email. So if I then go and click into sent mail, you can see here that these emails have all been sent out directly from my Gmail. So you can imagine how good that's going to be around how personalized that looks, how that's going to then affect the engagement and allow you to get more replies on your emails. And then if I then go into the campaign that I set up, my test campaign in Mailshake, I'll be able to see that all three have gone through and opened, no replies just as of yet. But we will then start to see this all update as, if you had links in your email, you'd be able to see the clicks. And when people reply, that will update as well so that you've got total visibility around what's going on. And guys, that's pretty much it for today. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of Mailshake and how you can use it to send bulk emails from your Gmail account. If you have any questions, hit me up, tom@toolswithtom.com. Make sure you subscribe, check out my other videos, and thanks for watching.